So earlier, you guys aren't gonna see it, right? But I lost my temper talking about a specific game mechanic. So instead of doing a ton of rants, the rants will still happen. But I want to talk about game mechanics, like this thing called group health. So I'm gonna mention it again. A jungler, I saw a pic of a jungler with an amazing score and like a bot lane with a terrible score. You know, we all know scores don't tell everything, but they tell quite a bit. They tell who is likely to be doing their job properly. But there's this thing that people forget about. And this is a reason why stuff like, you know, I know Overwatch and League are in the same thing, right? But there was this comp in Overwatch called GOATs. What was it? It was like 3 tanks, 2 supports or something? Or 4 tanks and 2 supports? Whatever. It was just a big burly team. And what they did was, they barreled at you until you were dead as a squad, right? And you know, sometimes they just mush you. They just come right over, mush. And you can't do anything about stuff like that. Why? People go, wow, they're just too tanky, they're too much HP. And the same thing applies to League of Legends. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be tanky or anything, but like, the thing is that everyone has a health bar, right? Everyone has different amounts of health. Sometimes you're playing a character, and at some stage of the game, someone has 2,000, and you have 1,000. It's usually not that big a difference, but like stuff like that can happen. Maybe the tank's mad fed or something, right? And when stuff like that happens, you have to understand that your health is a resource. I've looked at games, like there are other games where people understand this and they run around screeching it to each other, big brain, they feel good, magic. Yep. Magic, they go, your health is a resource. Why? Because how much health do you need to win? 1. You only need to be alive. So like, if you can take some damage, well, there's some of the strongest cards that I've heard of, right? Because I don't know everything about the game, right? But some of the strong stuff, they just take 2 health from you to give you resources. Gotham, I would gladly give 99% of my life to automatically win. Like, I would gladly do that. And everyone should be happy to do that, but you play League and everyone doesn't. They go, no, I'm scared to get hit. I'm gonna lose my Magi stacks. First off, that's why that item bad. Because that item keeps you from unlocking your character's full potential. Now, I play things, you guys have heard me complain about Swain. I mentioned Vladimir. I also play Vladimir for the same reason I mentioned 3 videos ago, where Swain got slapped, so we played Burst Swain, right? And that's Vladimir. And what happens? I run up, I use my whole HP bar. I like champs like that, right? So people are going, but yeah, on Vlad you can do that. Yes, this is true, but I do it on everyone. See me activate Annie. I'm walking, I'm gonna drop my stuff, I'm gonna walk in the middle of the team, I'm gonna, oh, hit me too, please. Just to give other people some breathing room. Because it's not about whether you live or you die. It's about whether you win or not. I talk about KD protecting how I do it too, but when it comes down to it and I see a scenario where I can increase my chance of winning overall at the sacrifice of my life, I press flash immediately. I was looking at, you know, they have the league stats at the end of the season and stuff. Generally, I have like a big group of friends. You know, I make content, so I got some friends, right? And like, I always have 3-4 times as many flashes. Granted, I play a lot. But you know, they have your flashes per game, right? And I generally have 30% more flashes than the next guy. I run it on CD, I run it. I go look for a scenario to use it. That's because I value the group health so much. There are times when I've been running away from like a Jhin ult, right? God bless supports. A support with no HP will look at you, bet, and they'll jump in front. But they shouldn't have to. The AD who's sitting at full health, you better walk up. The mid lane with full health, you better walk up. The jungler, you better walk up. Somebody walk up. It doesn't have to be the what are they called? Martyrs? It doesn't have to be that guy that has decided he'll be sacrificed. It can be you if you have full HP. It can always be you. I put myself, because you know, you can position yourself perfectly, right? But what is perfect? Is perfect where you don't take damage, or is perfect where you win the team fight? Anyway, those are my thoughts on it. Thanks, group health. Make sure to get hit, but don't die. Because that's the most frustrating thing you can do to an enemy. Have you ever seen enemies waste 5 to 10 seconds chasing down the Lux that's running around with a third of her HP left because she could be one shot? They're out here wasting resources. I said it was the end of the video, but it's not. Because I'm gonna go ahead and appreciate another game one more time. Overwatch. They do the same thing. They have a character, her name is Trace, so they have Sombra. What does that character do? Sometimes she just one clip in the back line, right? And people go, whoa, whoa, amazing. But most of the time she's not doing that. What she's doing is she's jumping around and making people turn around. That's what she's really doing. And you turn around, and now your front line has less focus. And like if she can, and like it's this delicate dance of, if she can pull away enough attention, maybe someone turned around for a split second, now they get head tapped. And like if she can do that, then she gets to win, and no one ever, there's no stat for that. There's no stat for using your HP bar. There's no stat for making noise and being in the way, right? So, you know, keep that in mind the next time you queue up into any video game, because group health is for everything. Health is a resource. Bye-bye.